Matthew 13, verse 45 to 46. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. In this brief parable, Jesus continues a series of teachings describing the nature of the kingdom of heaven. Throughout Matthew 13, the kingdom is portrayed through images familiar to first century listeners: fields, seeds, nets, treasures, and pearls. Each picture reveals something about the arrival and value of the reign of God that was unfolding in their generation. The figure introduced in this parable is a merchant. Unlike the man in the previous parable who stumbled upon treasure hidden in a field, this merchant is actively seeking pearls. In the ancient world, pearls were among the most valuable and treasured possessions. They symbolized rarity, beauty, and immense worth. Merchants who dealt in pearls were accustomed to evaluating their quality and value, searching for the finest specimens available. The merchant in the story is described as one who is already searching for beautiful pearls. His life is devoted to finding them. Yet, among all the pearls he has examined, he eventually discovers one pearl that surpasses them all. Its worth exceeds every other treasure he has known. The text says that when he finds this pearl of great price, he sells everything he possesses and purchases it. The focus of the parable is not the act of selling, but the incomparable value of the pearl itself. The merchant recognizes that this pearl is so extraordinary that every other possession becomes insignificant in comparison. What he had previously accumulated is gladly relinquished because the surpassing worth of the pearl eclipses them all. Within the broader context of Jesus' ministry, the kingdom of heaven was being revealed in a way that fulfilled the long-awaited promises given to Israel. The prophets had spoken of a coming age when God would reign, forgive sins, gather his people, and bring covenant promises to completion. Those living in the first century stood at the threshold of that fulfillment. Religious leaders, scribes, and seekers of truth had spent generations pursuing righteousness through the structures and traditions of the covenant given at Sinai. Like merchants searching for pearls, they examined the law, the prophets, and the expectations surrounding the Messiah. Yet, the arrival of the kingdom in the person and work of Christ revealed something greater than anything previously known. The pearl represents the incomparable worth of the kingdom revealed through him. In him, the realities anticipated by the law and the prophets were coming to their completion. Forgiveness, righteousness, and reconciliation with God were not achieved through human effort, but were secured through what he would accomplish. The imagery of selling everything highlights the decisive recognition that the old order, with its systems of ritual, sacrifice, and covenant obligation, could not compare with the surpassing value of what was being revealed. The kingdom was not merely an improvement upon what existed before. It was the fulfillment toward which all previous things had pointed. Throughout the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus presents himself as the one in whom the promises of Scripture reach their culmination. He is greater than the temple, greater than Jonah, greater than Solomon. The righteousness associated with the kingdom does not arise from human striving, but from what God provides through him. The pearl of great price, therefore, symbolizes the supreme worth of the kingdom reality unveiled through Christ. What generations sought through law, ritual, and tradition is found completely and perfectly in him. The value of this revelation surpasses every other religious possession. Within the flow of Matthew 13, this parable stands alongside others that describe the nature of the kingdom's arrival. Some discover it unexpectedly, like treasure hidden in a field. Others, like the merchant, spend their lives searching for truth, only to discover that the fulfillment of their search is far greater than they imagined. Both images emphasize the same reality. The kingdom revealed through Christ possesses a value beyond comparison. The merchant's response demonstrates recognition of that value. Everything else fades in significance once the pearl is found. The discovery marks a turning point where what once seemed important is overshadowed by something infinitely greater. In this way, the parable illustrates the surpassing glory of the kingdom as it was being revealed in that generation. The long-awaited fulfillment of God's covenant purposes had arrived, and its worth exceeded every treasure previously known. The pearl of great price stood before them. embodying the fulfillment of promises spoken through the ages.